Spark the truth. Welcome back. Together, we light up the truth and expose the scams hidden in plain sight. If you're ready to burn the lies, hit the subscribe button, share this, and drop a comment so more people can stay safe. We're on the YouTube channel of Wall Street Police. He released a video that is really strongly titled, "These fake trading gurus belong in jail." This sounds really interesting. Let me put on my scam detection glasses so that I can see better through the scammers' lies. I'm gonna press play now, so jump on this journey with me.
What's up, everybody? This is Raja Banks, and I am so people have given me a lot of respect. They look up to me, and they've made me an influential figure in the Forex industry. Now, there are some bad people out there, and let me show you a great example of bad people out there. Astro Forex. You guys don't have listen. I'm just gonna let you guys see this for yourself.
It's very normal to see fake gurus make mistakes when trying to lie to their gullible followers. They always want to force people to believe an unrealistic story so they can sell a course. A perfect example is what Alex did in his 100 to 1 million challenge. He made the mistake of posting a different account from the one he claimed he was trading. When we caught him red-handed, he tried to defend himself, but it was just too obvious to ignore. Now, one may ask, why do they always go through such stress, trying so hard to prove to everyone that they can do the impossible? The answer is simple: to make you pay. That's their main source of income. So after the challenge, he made over $1.2 million from that boot camp alone. And you may wonder, how do I know this? Well, listen to him.
But this last month, since I sold a 30-day boot camp, after I turned 100 into the mill, it was a launch, basically. We launched the product that the people wanted and they asked for.
So the main goal is always to sell a course or mentorship. Whatever challenge they come up with is just a strategy to make you believe they know exactly how to trade, and that they can teach you to do the same, if only you pay for their mentorship or buy their course. After all, who doesn't want to get rich? I mean, if it looks possible for someone to turn $100 into $1 million in less than 3 months, of course people will jump in. They want to believe. They want to get rich fast. But here's the truth. Since he started teaching over the past 5 years, you cannot point to a single student who is profitable like him, or even doing well without selling a course like him. Nope, you can't find it. The only ones who become profitable are the ones who copy his real...
That is something that I say as well when it pertains to our local gurus. You never ever see people reaching FX coach status. You never ever see people reaching DJ coach status. You never see Jason Noah status Jason Noah clients become, the level of Jason Noah. The only one that did that is leadership. But then when you look at leadership's track record, that is also really questionable. You will never ever find a student that's doing better than their mentor in this industry, my bro. Okay, in a few cases, yeah, because then the mentor actually really cares about the clients. But in most cases, nah.
Business model. Scamming people by selling courses, just like this guy right here.
I bought a course on financial freedom. You bought a how to get rich course, financial freedom. Who'd you buy it from? This millionaire guy. He owns a private jet and wears tight white pants. Yeah, how did he get rich? By selling these courses on how to get rich. How to get rich to begin with? By selling these courses. He got rich by selling courses on how to get rich? Yeah. But before he taught courses, I assume he wasn't rich. So how did he know how to get rich before he was rich? Well, because he knew by the time people bought the courses, he would be rich. So this doesn't come from anywhere. This guy lied, and you guys made his lie real by buying his course.
Yeah.
If it's real in the end, who cares if it starts out a lie?
This is so spot on. In my beginning phases of exposing people, right? That was the comeback, the rebuttal, the debate go-to of choice for people. Well, it might have started out as a lie, but it developed into the truth later on. No, it's still a damn lie. And people that think like that, they really worry me, my bro.
Okay, so what does this guy teach? Stocks, real estate? Well, no, he teaches you how to create your own course on financial freedom. On how to get rich? Yeah. Wait, I'm confused. So what will you be teaching? How to sell courses. On what? How to sell courses. You bought a course from a guy who's teaching you how to get rich, who got rich by selling people courses on how to get rich. Yeah.
This is that people that's currently selling that blueprint and legacy digital marketing stuff. This is them. This is them.
Yeah. So where does the cycle end? It doesn't. Yeah, it does. Everything ends. Where does this one end? It doesn't. So you guys just keep selling courses to each other until we all die? Yeah, but isn't that what we do anyway?
Every guru has one main goal: to sell courses or mentorship. That's why they always come up with different strategies to confuse and convince you that they can make you rich, just so they can sell you what they want. You cannot point out a single guru flaunting a flamboyant lifestyle who isn't also selling courses or mentorship. The strategy is always the same: appear very rich to attract people. And that's exactly why you see fake gurus like Alex showing off their cars and flaunting them right in your face.
So how much money do you have in cars?
I'm not even gonna tell you, I'm just gonna show you. Come. All right, so start off, Maybach we just got out, it's probably 100,000, right?
Wow.
Then we have C63, one edition, probably 50,000. M3, probably another 50,000. Then we have one of my favorite cars, my Porsche GT3 992 6-speed, because it's manual, about 300,000.
300,000?
Then we have my Mansory G-Wagon, one of 25 in the world. It's about $500,000. Then we have the pink Bugatti, which
all owned by Cario Motors.
is about 3.3 to 3.5 million. And I probably have 6 cars in the shop right now, which would be the Ferrari, the Lamborghini, the Urus, and the Cybertruck.
How much are those?
Probably another 2 million in cars.
So as a newbie, once you see that, you get excited because you believe your life is about to turn around. Then you spend your money, which is actually their main source of income.
Facts.
They keep using your money to pay for bigger promotions that reach a wider audience, which in turn brings in even more money. So today, he paid Jake Paul to come over for some promotions. And of course, once Jake Paul's followers see both of them together, they'll want to know what he does for a living. When they find out it's trading, many will want to pay to learn. But here's the catch: you'll keep paying for courses that will never make you profitable. After a while, you'll find yourself searching for another mentor or paying yet another guru, just to convince yourself that you're finally becoming profitable, just like these guys want you to believe.
I'm profitable. I'm profitable. I'm profitable. I'm profitable. I am 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 profitable.
But you know one thing they will never try to do? Live trading with you. Because that's where you'd find out they're not actually making anything from trading.
Facts.
They will never attempt to give you real signals or trade live with you. Instead, they create something that only looks like live trading. For instance, Alex will come online every Sunday to analyze over 10 pairs. Then, whichever one goes in his predicted direction, he comes back and says he literally called it live in front of everyone.
Looking to invest in U.S. real estate as a foreign national? Find your next investment property in just a few...
No, bro, you did not call it live. You just did a chart breakdown, and with 10 pairs, there's a 50% chance at least 5 will move in your direction.
But isn't that what a lot of people do in this industry, not just abroad, locally as well? They do the analysis, they come back the next week, brag about like the pairs that went in their direction, but you don't see any account history. You don't see any running trades that got closed. You don't see any TP closed trades. You know, there's no track record to back the fact that they entered these trades. It doesn't just happen overseas, it happens locally as well, my brain. It's like, it's a pandemic.
If you really want to call a trade, you should be able to say, buy now, place your stop loss here. But I know you'll never do that because you'll get exposed. He actually tried giving signals before and failed woefully at it. When people started noticing, he came up with an excuse and shut it down. That was the only platform that could have proved whether he was truly a profitable trader. But instead, he closed it down and went back to the one thing that really makes him money: selling courses.
This week lost $353,000 trading.
Yo, Alex, how can I turn these $100 into $100,000? All right, easy. Really, really easy. FXLXG has launched his own signal group called Only Signals. He made it free so that everybody could trade his signals, and all of the trades in that signal group have its stop loss for 2 weeks straight. With this new signal service, he started to promote his own broker. Some are now questioning if this was all a part of an evil plan, but let's talk about the strategy first.
So we have best case, average, and worst. I'm going to let Mike speak about the best case scenario.
So best case scenario, you could have similar results to what I had, where I turned $1,500 into $120,000, and in under 6 months. I turned $1,500 into $120K in a single month using set and forget strategy. If you guys don't apply for this boot camp right now, you're missing out.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I did not want to make this video, but I kind of figured the time would come sooner or later. Even at the start of Only Signals, I knew there was a possibility of this happening, and that is that I will no longer be sending signals in this Only Signal Telegram. I will continue, but
So, the one thing you will never see your guru do is open a signal group. Instead, they'd rather go through the stress of recording themselves trading and then claim they made a huge profit, rather than simply sending you signals in real time. None of them do it. And the few who actually tried ended up running away with people's money, like Swaggy C, because they simply couldn't deliver consistent trades. It's a risk they cannot afford to take.
Know who will never, ever have an exposed video made on them in the future? Me!
Ah!
See, I will be here levels above everybody else in the industry if that is the case. When
he tried.
And here's how it'll
he
work.
tried. Shame.
On a small account starting on January 1st, and by December 31st, the end of the 365 days, the goal is to...
Yes, that is always the strategy, to get you to pay. And once you pay, they disappear, and you never hear from them again. He took everyone's money and ran away. Then after a while, they come back with something new.
I moved to the Swiss Alps to disappear. Yes, the Swiss Alps, like look behind me, Switzerland, all of Switzerland, over there, mountains. Literally, I realized that every single time I hit a major goal, it was during a period of solitude and saying no to everybody. I'm talking like $5 million, $10 million, $15 million, being more in shape. But all of that was created in the middle of chaos, with people trying to distract me, reach out to me every single day, try to come over, and just bother me. And it's like, I'm not antisocial.
You know what I hate, ne? What these traders do, right? They will advertise themselves to be handy 24/7, to be there whenever you call them, whenever you need them, whenever you need clarity in them. But the moment that you actually need the clarity, the moment that you actually need the attention, they will tell you, you're bothering me, I need solitude, I need to get away from you guys. And it just makes you as a client feel as if you are the burden, right? But in that moment, you seem to forget that he is denying the exact thing that made you sign up. He is denying the services that he advertised to you that brought you to him as a client. Fraud. Fraud. Simple. They advertise one thing to you and then they do another. But they've already gained financially from you. Fraud. Simple way to put it. We're not still going to argue about that.
But my dreams just matter more than a lot of y'all do, to me. So I wanted to test how it would be if I...
What? My dream matters more. And look, I understand that, right? But to tell it so cold to a lot of people, just like that, boom. And the reason why it's such a big thing to me is because, like, this is swaggy me, bro. This isn't me with, like, max maybe 10K, 20K people watching my video, you know. This is maybe minimum 100K. And he's saying things like this? Whoa, 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 whoa. But my dreams just matter more than a lot of y'all do. Now, guys, I need y'all to realize that for some of these materialistic dudes, dreams are stuff like these chains you see around their necks, having a AP, having a Rolex, having a Urus, having a whatever the case may be. And the gag is that you wouldn't have reached that without your payment. And for him to just turn around and to be like, nah, my dreams matter a lot more than you guys do. Disingenuous. Disingenuous. Yo.
Just matter more than a lot of y'all do to me. So I wanted to test how it would be if I moved to the mountains, changed my phone number, and just worked on the things that matter to me.
Your dream should never ever come at the expense of someone else. Having a dream is fine. Chasing your dream is fine. But it turns into something else when someone else is suffering for you to reach your dream. Then it's not a dream anymore.
Like my business, like my trading, like my personal relationships, like my fitness and my health, building companies and being more happy and peaceful so that when I do go back home, I already have my ideal dream life. You can build your dream life where you are, but I noticed that like living in Dubai, living in Puerto Rico, living in Los Angeles, it was always a lot of like noise, and I wanted to remove myself from that noise. So I think a lot of you guys will see that like a lot of you guys' breakout moments will come when you just say no to everybody and everything and just isolate yourself for 6 months and see what comes from it. And people may wonder how it's going. I've been more productive in the last 4 days than I've been in the last 40. And that's not like a testament to my work ethic back home. Trust me, people know I am a dog when I'm working. But there's so many distractions in our day-to-day life. In our real life, it's just hard to just turn away. But when you are in a place where you can't do anything but work on the things you gotta work on, you'd be surprised at how fast you get where you want to get to.
So they keep scamming you to fund for their lifestyles and comes up with different excuse after collecting your money. They will never show you live trading because they don't trade. Think about it.
This is a membership payment of $375 for a 6-month period from the same guy that told you my dreams matter to me more than you. After getting your payment. I don't mean to laugh. I feel for you guys, right? But when you see someone as bombastic, as pompous, as materialistic as these guys, please don't expect them not to be corrupt individuals. Please don't expect them to be nothing more. Because I'm telling you right now, my bro, people that's like this, they are morally insufficient. They just care about the bottom line. They don't care how they get there. They don't care who they have to trample on to get there. They don't care who they hurt to get there. They don't care who they make broke to get there. As long as they get there. And it's through means of this $375 payments for a 6-month period.
You can find 1,000 videos of ICT talking about how he took trades live in his bedroom, but not a single video of him actually live streaming trades, which would be a lot easier to prove. No, he will never do that, because the moment they try, they'll get exposed. Some, like Daniel Savage, will even fabricate things that don't exist just to get you to pay. Thousands of people will flood in because they all want to escape the matrix.
Mr. Wall Street Police, let me stop you there. Daniel Savage found the Lord now, and whenever we speak of Daniel Savage, we must know that God didn't call on us to judge, and the same mercy that He's using on us, He wants to see us apply on other people. I'm just telling you what He told me when I spoke about Him, and when I reacted to Him now all of a sudden finding the Lord. And guys, this is a general thing. People will scam, they will lie, they will manipulate, they will rob you blind. But the moment you come for what is yours, they found God. The moment you want to speak about your struggles with this person, it's all about faith and religion now, it's about brotherhood now. Then all of the lies, the promises, the deceit, all of that, the backstabbing, all of that has been forgotten. So whenever you see these forex guys, these money guys running to God, please understand, a big bomb is bursting or it is about to burst. Them publicly running to God, PR.
And in the process, you keep getting played over and over again.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. This is some snake shit. This indicator's free, right? And I made a training course for it, and I sold the course for like $500.
Kleinvester!
Niggas used to be like, yo, you sold me an indicator that's free? I was like, nah, nigga, I sold you the educational video on how to use it.
And now they just... Did you see how he laughed at something so simple that you could charge for? But the moment people came for accountability in its simplicity, he had all of these explanations and justifications. It's a scam, bro. There's no way that you can talk all of that and think you're gonna get away with it. No matter how many times you call on God's name, my brother. You a scammer.
I sold you a video on how to use it.
Wow.
No shame. No shame. And look, he still laughs about it.
The others may look like saints, but they're all doing the same thing, often on an even bigger scale. Some who may not have the brains to fabricate schemes like this will still find ways to take your hard-earned money, just like Don Vo, who scammed his followers by deliberately blowing millions of dollars that had been entrusted to his care. What he did was simple. He convinced his followers to copy his trades through a broker he had a deal with. After they linked millions of dollars of their savings to his account, he blew it all within an hour.
Don Vo completely blew an investment trading account that his followers had put millions of dollars into. In just a couple hours, he lost them everything. For some, it was their life savings. Yet two somehow emerged from this disaster with huge profits. Don Vo, the YouTuber who directly caused it, and Blueberry Markets, the CFD broker that it all ran through. What happened? How did he manage to pull this off? And why are people suggesting collusion between him and the broker? Something doesn't add up.
And some may ask, how did he benefit if he lost the money? Well, here's the real question you should be
Commissions.
asking. How do brokers make money?
Rebates.
Do you really think they survive on just the $1
net deposits?
Trades? When you see someone like Raja Banks promoting a brokerage firm, do you think he genuinely wants you to enjoy good trading conditions? Of course not. The truth is, when you deposit money into most of these firms, they don't even put it into the real market. Instead, they hold your money elsewhere and give you what is basically a glorified demo account that only looks like a real account. And because 95% of traders will eventually lose, the odds are already stacked in their favor. They keep the deposits and only pay the very small percentage of traders who manage to make some profit, which is nothing compared to what they pocket. That's exactly how Don Vo played the game. He made a deal with the broker to deliberately blow the demo money his followers thought was live trading. Meanwhile, he and the broker split the real money behind the scenes. This is the game 95% of brokers are running. Once you deposit, they are almost certain you'll never make a withdrawal. And that's why most of these so-called gurus are always affiliated with one broker or another. They convince you that you'll finally become profitable if you use their strategy on their recommended broker. But the reality is, you end up losing everything. Some even go as far as owning their own prop firms or brokerages. With a simple white label setup, they can manipulate everything. Delete trade history, jump your entries, and basically rig the whole system against you. This was the same case with a certain
DJ Coach.
When a trader reported unfair trading conditions that wiped out all his money. When I reached out and threatened to expose them, to my greatest surprise, they quietly refunded him about $12,000, money that was supposedly lost in the market. Now think about that. If it was truly a live market loss, how could they just give it back so easily? The answer is simple. The money never left their hands in the first place. That's the kind of game brokers are playing. And with that kind of money flowing in the brokerage business, one guru will always be ready to expose another guru, not out of honesty, but simply to pull clients away and get them for himself.
What's up, everybody? This is Raja Banks, and I am so people have given me a lot of respect. They look up to me, and they've made me an influential figure in the Forex industry. Now, there are some bad people out there, and let me show you a great example of bad people out there. Astro Forex. You guys don't have to look at it. Okay, listen. I'm just going to let you guys see this for yourself right now. So this is a scammer. I'm not going to call it a scammer. I'm not from Astro Forex. This is 10 hours ago, and he's talking about how there was a very, very volatile market this week. Interest rates. Let's take a look at this. Now he's going to show you the profits he made this week. This is posted 10 hours ago.
Account history for the week?
Bro, this is not account history for the week. This is in July. This is the 1st of July.
73,000 plus for the week?
For the week. 1739. When the hell was gold at 1739 this week?
And a withdrawal of 45,000. So if you guys want to come trade with me, get
wow. Incredible. This is why the forex industry has a bad name, because of these retards. Oh shit, that's a bad word. Sorry, Instagram. Yeah, but this is the reason why the forex industry has a bad name.
For those who may not know Astro Forex, it was founded by Sean and Nat. They were among the first to start flaunting luxurious lifestyles in the forex industry. Since they were early in the game, they charged students a whopping $5,000 for their course, promising that after completing their mentorship program, you would be given £30,000 to manage and keep a large share of the profits. Of course, it turned out to be a big scam. Thousands of people paid, which made them extremely rich. But soon, traders began to catch on, and when their course was eventually leaked, people stopped paying $5,000. That's when their empire started crumbling, forcing the two to split the company and part ways. What makes the story even more confusing is Sean Lee himself. He once openly flipped $5,000 into over $600,000, only to lose about $300,000 in a single trade. That performance was commendable, and people saw it happen live. But here's the twist. The broker he was using was affiliated with Raja Banks. And when Sean blamed the broker for his loss, the broker fired back, calling him a scammer who didn't know how to trade. And the irony? The broker was owned by Uncle Ted and Raja Banks, with Raja even admitting that Ted taught him how to trade. But in reality, it seems more...
Is this Uncle Ted Franco, maybe?
More like he was taught how to become a guru, not a trader. So in the end, we can't really know whether Sean's story was genuine or if it was just another orchestrated lie. What's clear is that their rivalry has kept them trying to expose each other ever since. Sean Lee, who was once believed to be highly profitable, is struggling to rebuild his image, but all to no avail. Everyone already knows that they lied to their followers.
Yep.
And the trust is gone.
Yep.
On the other hand, Nat, who took the larger share of the company after their split, is still struggling to keep it alive. At this point, it's clear. The guru world is far more competitive and cutthroat than most people think. But even with all the exposing going on, there are still some who come online and copy other people's trading content word for word, then use it to make trading videos just to deceive you into believing they know how to trade. Also, you'll bring your money to them.
I just want to share with you, I want to share with you three important messages in this video.
This is a guru with over 900,000 subscribers and claims that he is making money from the market, but yet ends up copying other people's content.
If you're thinking of quitting Forex or quitting day trading, I think it'll help you out a lot. This video will definitely help you out a lot.
Good traders are alert, yet patient.
Good traders, they are alert and patient.
When a setup they've been waiting for shows up,
So when a good trading setup that they have been waiting for comes up,
they take it without hesitation.
they're going to take that trade without any hesitation. If you're sitting here right now watching this video, if you're watching this video right now, you could either be on the verge of quitting, you are either about to quit trading, you have just recently quit, you have already quit trading, or you are a fan of me and I appreciate you. Or you just love my videos, which I appreciate it. And by the end of this video, hopefully you feel inspired. Hopefully you will feel inspired, maybe rekindle trading if you have quit it, or maybe even rekindle the joy of trading if you have already quit it. Let's jump into the first one I want to share with you guys. Firstly, I want to share with you guys the times I almost quit trading. The times where I almost quit trading.
You can think of him as a photocopy machine. Why will someone who claims to be making money from trading be copying other people's videos on how to trade? And to make it worse, he copied other people's course as well and resell it to new traders. Just repack.
I find that very funny, because if you have experience in something, if you've done something, you will always be able to explain what you are doing from your perspective in your own words. Therefore, you can have 10 people telling you the very same thing. If it's from their own experiences, each one will have a different story to tell, but it comes out to the same conclusion. With these guys, They are like parrots. The same thing over and over, and simply because it has worked before. They don't even apply any creativity. They don't even paraphrase. They go word for word because they want that same result that small creator has. They feel that such a small creator can't sit with such an amazing piece of content because maybe the audience lacks, the etiquette to understand it maybe or to execute on it. So they're just gonna take it and push it to their following. And sometimes this happens simply because they have a larger following, and the noise of their following will drown out the smaller creator.
And so what we want to do is truly understand what a candlestick and what the candlestick is telling us. I'm sure you've seen a candlestick cheat sheet pattern like this before. You have probably seen a candlestick cheat.
Even down to the thumbnail, man. Nah. Even the title. Nah. This is how they scam you basically.
Just like this. But have you ever seen one like this? But have you ever seen one like this?
We can have a 50 hours of video from this and it will keep going. The truth remains. He doesn't know how to trade. All he does is to copy other people's content so that he can get the new traders to pay for his course, and also so that he can make money from ad revenue.
Many videos on YouTube talk about candlestick patterns. Most videos on YouTube talks about candlestick patterns. But no video on YouTube truly teaches you to understand them. But no one really teaches you how to understand these candlestick patterns. Without this, you're just blindly copying patterns. If you do not do this, you're just blindly copying candlestick patterns, and you will probably not become profitable.
Just imagine the audacity. An unprofitable trader that has never placed a single trade in a live account now advising traders how to become profitable.
But until that time comes, they are not moved by the price fluctuations that tempt other traders.
They are not faced by these random price fluctuations that bait on other newbie traders.
They don't chase the market. They let the market come to them.
Do not chase the market. Let the market come to you.
For the past 10 years, the Forex industry has continued to produce scammers who keep
Nah, my bro. This is why now, I always say, as the public, you guys also have a duty to give these guys, because they are playing in your face with us.
Deceiving new traders. At this point, it's almost impossible to know who a real trader is. Before you believe anyone, make sure you check if they actually trade live or provide real signals. Don't fall for withdrawal screenshots. Most of them are fake. Think about it. No one who truly makes money would want to flaunt their wealth on social media when they could stay low and keep winning quietly. The truth is, the Forex industry is darker than you could ever imagine, and you need to keep your eyes wide open. See you in our next episode.
Chill. Again, shout out to Wall Street Police. This was so insightful. I hope you guys learned a lot. There's a few things that I most definitely picked up on that I can apply to our local scammers. But one thing that is really amazing to me is that even when it comes down to stuff like the plagiarism, the way the South African people do it and the way the international guys do it is the exact same thing. Like with that Astroforex thing, right? Where they found, not Astroforex, sorry, a Daniel Savage thing where he found a free indicator and he sold it at a price. That is the exact same thing that Clint Pfister did to people. Found a free indicator on TradingView and then flipped it for a price. And then the justification is, oh no, I didn't sell that to you. I sold you the understanding and how to use it. And very often, people fall for that because now they think, oh no, but like, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have learned how to use this. But then people never actually really think, but okay, how much money have I actually made from this? And this is something that I want a lot of you guys to actually realize, that most of these guys, They're just YouTube content creators. And through that, through the numbers that's looking so convincing, you believe that they are real. And the moment you do, they slut on you. Thank you so much for joining. Always remember, spread the truth, not scams. I will see you in my next video. Cheers.